What's up, guys? Willis Collins back in another video. I have two hauls to show off today. One was from a few days ago at a local comic book shop, and I got some good stuff. And then one was from today, and it was very, very successful, and I'm very excited about the books I picked up. So we'll get to that. And then I also have some books to show off. And I'll explain it. It's not new books; it's books I've been having, but they were slabbed and I ended up cracking them. So I'm gonna show those off and just explain my reasoning for doing that. From a few days ago, this was a local comic book shop. I kind of went hunting a little bit, digging around, and just grabbed some stuff for the bins. I got Dark Horse Presents 88. These were $2.50 a piece. Some of these Hellboy books, 89. I have yet to rebag and board these. These were actually just loose. And then 90. These are all Hellboy deals. This was $5. Dark Horse Presents 36. Aliens vs. Predator. That's $5. And then the variant. I believe this is the cover, the variant cover. I have both these books in the PC already. Otherwise, I'd have been adding them. Those were $5. And then this was in a random box that I decided to go through. Vamp Blade, there we go. This is a ZombieCon, Zombie Tramp convention exclusive. It was $10. I figured for a convention exclusive for $10, why not? And then same thing here. This is Zombie Tramp, Fangoria Halloween special, New York Comic Con exclusive. A lot going on there, but that was $25. And then Zombie Tramp Halloween special, New York Comic Con exclusive. That was also $25. I'm gonna see how these do. I really only picked up the exclusive covers. There were a few other books, just some regular variants for like $10 a piece. I may go back and grab those next time, but I just grabbed those this last time. And then this is probably the best score of the day. They had this sitting up front, the entire set. So I picked up all 3 issues, and they were basically about, in my opinion, like half price of what they're worth. Jason versus Leatherface number 3, that was $25. Number 2, that was also $25, and I would say these are probably like $50 books. And then I have had this book in the past. I've since sold it, but Jason versus Leatherface number 1. So yeah, beautiful book there. All of them are really cool. And I have another copy of 2 and 3 still, but it's just hard to find stuff I don't come across every day. So happy to at least have more of that available. And then I'll show off the books that I had slabbed and decided to crack. Basically, I probably will crack some more as well. I personally don't really sell a whole lot of slabs. There's some shows I sell a few, but I find myself having to discount them pretty heavily to make them move. Unless it's a kind of expensive book, then it like a nice slab, then it'll sell, I guess. But yeah, I find slabs move a little bit not as well for me personally. Some people, they love them, and that's fine. I don't collect slabs personally either, so maybe that's something to it as well. And I have nothing against it. And for older, like blue chip keys, like high grade stuff, I get it. Some of the modern stuff, like this is basically what all this is. If the grade's not there, like I had a few 9.6s, and in my opinion, looking it up, I'm like, it sells for the same raw or for a 9.6. So I'd rather sell it, faster or raw, and it takes up less space if I can get the same amount for it. And hey, you send it off and try to get a 9.8 if that's what you're looking for. But yeah, so that's what I decided to do. So it is what it is. Justice League number 12, this Jim Lee signature. Again, I don't think this was even a 9.8 or anything like that, but it's just Jim Lee's signature, and book was cheap to begin with, so I say cheap. I mean, it's got a cool Jim Lee signature, but I could sell that raw for quicker and for maybe about the same value. Thanos 16. This has a signature. I don't know exactly who this is, to be honest. But this was just not a good grade for this book, so I figured I'd crack it and sell it raw. It's a nice cover, a really cool cover. It's got a really cool signature. This one I cracked just because the slab is busted, but I think this is dark red. It was a 9.8. It's got a remark, so it's like a metal cover, so kind of cool there. And then some of these, the grades just weren't there for some of them, or like they were high grade, but they weren't 9.8, or or just like enough for me to keep it graded. So I cracked this one, Gambit number 1. This is the gold foil. This is a 9.0, I think it was, and I had to check the back, but it doesn't really look bad at all. But I'd rather sell this raw. I mean, if I can get the same amount raw as it just makes more sense to me. So yeah, actually really happy to have that book for sale, because I've had one in the past. This is the second time, and I sold the other one like immediately. And I probably had it underpriced too. Silk 1 Comics Pro. Really hard to find book. I have a 9.8 that's still graded that I'm selling to probably a buddy and discounting it, because I don't know why this one's so expensive, to be honest. I guess it's just hard to find. But 9.6, it was 9.6, and it looks like it's selling for the same raw as it is graded. So I'd rather just go ahead and sell it raw. Return of Wolverine number 1, Campbell. This 1 of 300. This is actually a kind of expensive book. It's got a gold Campbell signature, and the grade just wasn't good. I think the issues lie in the back. Like, it looks beautiful up front. There's a couple issues on the back, but I mean, it's still high grade, but it didn't, I don't know, it just didn't make sense to keep it graded at the grade it was. Like, in my opinion, like some of these modern books, if they're not 9.6, 9.8, they're ugly. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Spawn 300, New York Comic Con Silver Edition. There's 1,500 of these. I have a 9.6 graded, or maybe it's a 9.8. But it's got like a 5 signatures on it, so I might keep that one graded. But this one just had no signatures. Again, sells for the same raw. Amazing Spider-Man number 4. First appearance of Silk. This is the variant cover. Same deal. Raw and graded prices seem to be about the same for the grade that it was in. New Mutants 87. This is signed by, I believe, Rob Liefeld. I still have the tabs. I'm going to have to double check and make notes. But yeah, I just think I can get the same amount raw for this. And actually, I don't really get this book very often, surprisingly. I've had more 98s than I've had that. I've only had that once before, and I think I traded it for something. But it's cool to have that again. DC Comics Presents 26. This is signed as well. Maybe by, I think it's Jim Starlin who signed it. And the grade on this wasn't really that great for this book. And I think it looked good. So I figured I'd crack it and sell as is. I think it looks better like this anyway. I think they look better like this in general. Same thing here. Fury the Firestorm, Nuclear Man. This is actually really cool. This is number 61. This is the logo variant. So this is a kind of a hard to find variant cover for this book. Decided to crack that one. Why the Last Man, number 1. This is signed. And then The Untamed, A Sinner's Prayer, double signed, number 1. Yeah, I think this is optioned for a TV show as well, but really cool book. But yeah, again, I just thought that it made more sense to sell these raw. I'm probably going to make the same money at a faster rate selling them raw than I would selling them graded. So that was where my mind was with it. So yeah, and then to the haul today. This was from 2nd and Charles, about a little over an hour from me. There's 2 in my kind of like area, and one's about 45 minutes, the other one's about an hour and 15. Went to the one about an hour and 15 minutes away, and I dug a decent bit. Only found 2 books from digging. Last time I found a bunch from digging, but I guess it doesn't replenish like that. But there were some new books in the case, and I picked up a few of them, so we'll get into that. These were from the Just Digging. This is Kathy number 27. Lower grade, but it was only $5, so I figured that'd be an easy one there. Even if I just throw $10 on it. Then Giant Superman number 11. This was $7, but it presents real nice. It looks pretty. All right, here comes. These were the books in the cases. I paid $491 for this entire lot. So I'll get into that specifically, I guess, how that breaks down. But Tales of Suspense, number 51. This is the first appearance of Scarecrow in Marvel, so that's him right there. This was $20 for this book. Of course, it's not perfect, but presents awesome. You know, like it is a nice copy. I guess it's foxing or tanning at the bottom down there, but I mean, overall, it looks great, and for $20, I could not leave it. And then these were I was a little more excited about, well, especially these next two. This one was pretty good. The Flash, number 137. This is the first Silver Age appearance of Johnny Thunder and, I guess, I don't know, is it Randall Savage? I don't know. Anyway, but Johnny Thunder, it's just a really nice, really, really good Silver Age cover of the Flash. Well, both Flashes, but yeah, cool. This is $20. And then these were the two really, really good books, in my opinion. This was $20 and probably the best deal for what I paid. This is Tales of Suspense, number 58, The Power of Iron Man, iconic cover. Iron Man punching Captain America's shield. It is definitely not like a pristine copy, but I mean, it presents well. And of course, it looks good, in my opinion. So yeah, this was $20. I'd have to double check values, but I think this is over $100 book. Yeah, just beautiful. Very excited about that one. And then this is the one I couldn't believe was in there, and I will show you what I paid. I rebagged and boarded it, but this is what I paid. I knew the price was right immediately. As soon as I laid eyes on it, I was like, I know I'm buying this book. And I paid $374.95. I don't know if you can see that. $374.95. I don't know if you can tell, it says Marvel Spotlight, Ghost Rider. Yeah, Marvel Spotlight on Ghost Rye. So yeah, this was Marvel Spotlight number 5. First appearance of the Ghost Rider. And it is pretty nice. The biggest issues with this book is probably the spine ticks. And then there's over here, there's a couple small little holes in the spine, right there. It's not that clear, but yeah. But I mean, the book's complete. I've already checked it out. It's complete. I checked it out before I bought it. And it presents awesome. This, I got it on Mylar already, and it just looks great. So $375, I knew I was buying that immediately. It's probably worth, I want to say double that. That's what I'm thinking. But yeah, I am very excited to have this. Just another book to say that I've owned. And I don't exactly collect Ghost Rider personally, but it is super sweet. I'm very excited to have it, and already made it look real pretty, and I'm gonna put it up at a show, and hopefully somebody's gonna pick it up. But yeah, super stoked about that. That will be at GalaxyCon. I actually got a good bit of Silver Age stuff coming to GalaxyCon, which is good because this is probably one of the biggest shows I've done outside of Fan Expo, and I want to say they're probably roughly the same size. And this one may have been a little bit more expensive in terms of the booth. But yeah, this will be available at GalaxyCon New Orleans in July. So yeah, thanks for watching, and until next time.